Hello friends, welcome to One Stop All Poetry Solution. Today we are going to discuss How the Little Kite Learned to Fly by Catherine Pyle. In this poem you will see how it is important to take up challenges so that you can finally soar up high above in the sky. It is important for you to understand that Catherine Pyle was an American artist who was born to William Pyle and Margaret, and she was the sister of author and artist Howard Pyle. I'm sure you have heard of his name too. And she's a well known children's writer. I never can do it, the little kite said, as he looked at the others high over his head. I know I should fall if I tried to fly. Try, said the big kite, only try, or I fear you never will learn at all. But the little kite said, I'm afraid I'll fall. So that was his only fear. He was encouraged by the big kite that come on, move ahead, you can fly, but the little kite was very afraid. He was determined that he can never do it. The usage of the word never is very strong, so he lacks that confidence. And as he looked high above his head, he saw that the others were flying freely in the sky. He believed that he can never do it, he can never make it up to the sky, and even if he tried, he would fall, he would fail. So the fear of failure kept on running after him, kept on running behind him. He was willing to just sit there and stare at the kites flying above him. He was willing not to try even a bit, but the big kite kept on motivating him. The big kite kept on encouraging him that try, only try. You see, the big kite repeats the word twice. The word try, he repeats it twice. And he is telling logically, or I fear you never will learn at all. So it is very evident that if you don't try, you will never learn anything. From learning, then only you will make mistakes and then you will learn. But the little kite stuck to his point. I am afraid I'll fall. He kept on thinking that he will fail. The big kite nodded. Ah, well, goodbye, I'm off. And he rose toward the tranquil sky. Then the little kite's paper stirred at the sight, and trembling, he shook himself free for flight. First whirling and frightened, then braver grown, up he rose through the air alone, till the big kite looking down could see the little one rising steadily. So finally, after lots of arguments and convincing and motivation and words of encouragement, the little kite finally decided to try. And then what did he do? The big kite bidded him, because he was not being able to bring the small kite up with him. So the big kite said, okay, bye, I am now going off to fly high. So he started to fly high in that peaceful sky. It's peaceful, why? Because there was no storm. So it was calm, tranquil, peaceful, serene, right? The sight of the big kite flying into that vast sky, that open space, calm atmosphere, and it made the paper kite stir. Stir means slight movement, and the stir can come from two kind of feelings. Either he is afraid that, oh my god, such a vast sky and it is flying, and next it can be and also that he is excited that wow, let us give a try to that big kite, right? So these two can be the reasons for its stir. And he trembling, he shook himself free for flight. So he got ready. Trembling can also come from excitement when you are preparing yourself to take up a big adventure or a big challenge, when you are going for that. And he shook himself, whirling and frightened. So the initial step that he took, he was frightened because he was moving round and round and round, and slowly with each step he started to grow brave. He kept on growing braver. He was filled with confidence, and he rose up, he rose through the air alone. So he was the only one. There was no one to follow him, there was no one to chase him, there was no one to bring him up. So he rose with a sheer confidence, with his sheer dint of confidence, with his sheer courage, with his sheer motivation, the motivation that the big kite kept on providing him. So it had some kind of impact, we see in the second stanza. And then, though he was a little frightened too, as it is mentioned, he was ready to fly. And initial steps, they are naturally, it is supposed to be unsteady. Similarly, for the case of the kite also, it was unsteady. He kept on moving round and round before he rose steadily, before he flew all alone, all by himself. And the big kite, looking down, was very pleased and impressed that the little kite was flying unwaveringly in the sky. So initially you will make mistakes, but slowly you will learn to rise up steadily by the sheer dint of confidence. You need no one. Your self-confidence is very important. Now what do we see in the final stanza? Then how the little kite thrilled with pride as he sailed with the big kite side by side, while far below he could see the ground and the boy's small spots moving round. They rested high in the quiet air, and only the birds and clouds were there. "Oh, how happy I am," the little kite cried, "and all because I was brave and tried." So see, this is the reward. Once you try, you are bound to achieve success. So this made the little kite feel very happy as he steadily rose up through the air. He was proud, he was excited, and the big kite was his companion. So he was at par with his companion that flew up in the air. And what did he see from far below? He could see the ground and the boys. Since he was flying, he was soaring high above, the boys and everything under him from the skies, the boys looked like just spots, tiny spots that were moving around in the ground. And both of them, that is both the kites, they were trying to chill, right? Both of them were trying to relax and enjoy their time as they were flying high up. And their only other companions apart from the kites were who? The clouds and the birds. They were their companions as they kept on flying steadily in the sky. And finally, after achieving success, you feel relieved. Your self-confidence or your confidence is boosted. Similarly, the same thing happened with the kite also, this little kite also, and he cried in happiness that he could prove himself for the one who tried to fly bravely and was finally successful in it. He was successful in proving himself that yes, he can do it. And you see, this is important because throughout the poem we get an inspiring and a strong message that it is very important for us to bring out that courage within us to try out new things. Though we are initially afraid, we will be initially afraid, we will be initially fearful, yet we have the capability to fly high up in the sky with sheer confidence and motivation also. Both the things worked for the little kite, as you see, right? And as far as the theme of the poem is concerned, it is the moral that in order to be successful in life, one must work hard with determination and be courageous. One must face the challenges in life by being brave, self-confident and bold, because these are the few things that are very important. And you see at the end, this little kite who dared to conquer his feelings, the poet indirectly, not in a very didactic tone, orders, or rather advises, orders would be a wrong word, advises the readers to conquer, to fight their fears and travel or go beyond the boundaries of this fear, this limited world of this fear, and search for greater possibilities, just like the little kite soared high above in the sky. That brings us to the end of the poem. I hope you have enjoyed it, and we aim for the 1000-mark subscription. I hope you will stay tuned with us. Happy learning and stay safe. Take care.